Have you ever felt like life is happening to you rather than because of you? Like everyone else has a map, a secret manual, and you're wandering in the dark with a flashlight that's about to die. If so, you're not alone. And here's the truth. Life truly begins the moment you find yourself. Not your job, not your social media profile, not even your Instagram perfect morning coffee, but you. Stick with me, because this isn't just another follow your dreams lecture. We're going deep, but in a way that's practical, realistic, and yes, sometimes funny. By the end of this, you'll understand why finding yourself changes everything and how to start living that life today.
Let's start with a question. Who are you when no one is watching? Really? When your phone is off, notifications are silent, and there's no pressure to impress anyone, who's in the mirror? Most people don't know the answer. We spend years defining ourselves by grades, promotions, relationships, likes, and followers. We say things like, I'm just a teacher, or I'm just a mom, or I'm just trying to survive. Here's the kicker. When you live like that, life is no longer yours. It's borrowed. It's borrowed time, borrowed energy, borrowed identity. You're surviving, not living. Finding yourself isn't selfish. It's not lazy. It's the first step toward being fully alive, fully creative, fully confident, and yes, fully human.
So, what does it mean to find yourself? At its core, it's about three things. Knowing what you value, not what society says is important, not what your parents want, but what makes your heart beat faster. Understanding your strengths and weaknesses. Yes, even the weird quirks and embarrassing habits count. Choosing your path intentionally. Instead of drifting with the current, you grab the paddle and steer. Think of life like a GPS. If you don't know where you are or who you are, you can't get to where you want to go. Every wrong turn feels like failure, but it's often just the universe asking you to explore your inner map. Psychologists call this concept self-actualization. Maslow's fancy way of saying, you reach your fullest potential only when you know who you are and act on it. Here's the secret. When you know yourself, every decision becomes easier. You waste less energy on people-pleasing. You say no without guilt. You take risks without fear, because your inner compass is strong enough to guide you through chaos.
Let me give you an example. A friend of mine, Jake, spent 10 years trying to climb the corporate ladder. He worked 70-hour weeks, drank black coffee like it was water, and smiled at every networking event. Yet, every Friday night, he cried in his car because he hated his job. Why? Because Jake was living someone else's idea of success. He hadn't found himself. He didn't know what he wanted. One day, he tried pottery on a whim, and guess what? He was amazing at it. He discovered he loved creating, shaping, and teaching art. 10 months later, he opened a studio, started teaching classes, and wakes up happy every day. Now, consider Maya, a woman in her late 20s who followed every societal rule. She had a stable job, a cute apartment, and a cat named Sir Whiskers. Perfect on paper, but she hit snooze 5 times every morning dreaming of adventure. One day, she quit her job, moved near the mountains, and started hiking and blogging. She had no plan, no safety net, but she discovered who she truly was: a storyteller, a lover of nature, someone who thrives on curiosity. Okay, enough stories. Let's get practical. Here's what you can start doing today. Spend time alone. You can't hear your inner voice if it's drowned out by noise. Take a walk, meditate, or sit in silence. Ask yourself, what makes me feel alive? Journal honestly. Write without censorship. List fears, dreams, quirks. This is your blueprint. Explore new things. Take a class, join a club, or try something that intimidates you. You'll often find yourself in unexpected places. Set boundaries. Say no to what drains you, yes to what sparks you. Reflect on failures. Every mistake teaches something. Ask, what does this tell me about who I am and who I want to become? Surround yourself with growth. Friends and mentors shape your energy. Choose wisely. Small, consistent actions create massive change. Even 5 minutes of journaling, a single walk, or saying no once a day can shift your life.
Humans are pattern-seeking creatures. When we live according to others' expectations, our brain creates tension, stress, and anxiety. When we live authentically, our brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the feel-good chemicals. Translation: finding yourself isn't just philosophical, it's biological. You literally feel better when you stop pretending and start being real. It also improves relationships. People aren't drawn to perfection. They're drawn to authenticity. By knowing yourself, you improve your life and everyone around you. If you're learning English or any language, self-awareness helps you communicate better. You know what you want to say, how to express it, and when to listen. Language becomes a tool to share your inner world.
Now, I challenge you, for the next week, take 10 minutes a day to do one thing that helps you know yourself better. It could be asking, what truly matters to me today? Trying something new you've been avoiding. Writing a letter to your future self. Watch what happens. Opportunities appear, confidence grows, joy sneaks in, even in mundane moments. Remember, your life doesn't start when you retire, get a dream job, or seek validation. It starts now when you commit to knowing yourself, trusting yourself, and living for yourself. So go ahead, look in the mirror, ask the hard questions, explore your mind, and discover the person you were meant to be. Because life, my friend, begins when you find yourself. As Rumi said, don't get lost in your pain. Know that one day your pain will become your cure. And finding yourself, that's the ultimate cure for a borrowed life.